think I may have found one of my new favorite cities.
In the previous video, we explored Tallinn's old town, from its medieval history to its modern cuisine. In this video, before heading back to the old town for dinner, we're venturing east into the Kadriorg district, home to Tallinn's largest urban park. This area is known for its peaceful parklands, impressive museums like this one, and quiet corners perfect for a shady break or a serene lunch. Our walk through the park will eventually lead us to Inglirand Beach, where we'll dip our feet in the Baltic Sea before biking back to the old town along the iconic Pirita Promenade.
Good morning from sunny Tallinn. It is our second full day here in this beautiful, sunny, warm city, and we are about to go grab some lunch at Mon Repos, which is a 19th century villa that was once a summer retreat for Russian aristocrats. It stood empty for years until it was eventually turned into flats during the Soviet era. Today, it's been beautifully brought back to life with a quiet sense of its former elegance.
Let's break some bread. And truffle butter is just wow. We just got our appetizers and I'm just so happy with life right now. When you come to the more northern countries, you wouldn't expect the vegetables to look this good. But here in Estonia, we've been so pleasantly surprised by the tomatoes, the cucumbers. There seems to be a real connection with the people and the farming. So to start, we got some crispy calamari, which I've never seen it battered this way, so I'm excited to see what the flavor is. We got some popcorn shrimp, which I think they took it quite literally. The batter has popcorn, which is great. For our salad, we got some burrata and fresh tomatoes.
All the bread we've had here has been so good. Now I'm gonna try the burrata, the pesto. There's also tomatoes, some watermelon in there. The flavors of the food here, but here in Estonia in general, they're so vibrant. And even like flavors of the bread mixing with all like the creaminess, the fruitiness, the vegetables is very impressive.
Up next, I'm going to try the calamari. I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon. You know, with calamari, you can get like a bit of chewiness. This is just like perfect, easy to chew. Really nice, delicate batter on top. You almost wouldn't be able to tell there's a batter. It just kind of like creates a flavor rather than like a feeling or a crunch. And with this mayo, it might be a little more rich on the yolk side of the mayo.
That's probably
because I'm getting like a lot of creaminess and it's really, really good. And then up next, quite literally, the popcorn batter with a mango chili sauce. That is very, very nice. This batter is crunchy and the popcorn just adds like a very unique flavor. I never thought to actually put popcorn on the popcorn shrimp. Genius. For our main dish, we got burgers. We heard great things about them. They have truffle mayo with, of course, some more truffle mayo and fries. And it smells delicious. Okay, I gotta take a bite out of this. That's so truffly. Very, very good. I would say it's the best burger I've ever had, but just like the truffle and the condiments on top of it make it really good. I think we chose one of the best seats because behind us there's a huge park area that we will be going to shortly. And this entire time we've just been hearing the stream of water go by and just so relaxing, birds all around us. Just doesn't even feel like you're in a capital city. It's crazy. And I think that's one of the biggest things that, I think we mentioned it a little bit on the previous video, how this is such a unique capital city. I don't think we've been anywhere that is situated like that. It feels very suburban. You have the center, the old town and some center area, and then a little bit further out than the center, it just feels like a suburb you would drive for at least half an hour to another city or even more. And that kind of goes with 50% of the country is covered in trees. So the nature is just so abundant here. Let's continue this conversation at the park on our way to the art museum.
This is a really massive park and it's so peaceful.
In the last few years, you start to see the green areas to not be so well taken care of, and that's not necessarily from the lack of maintenance. The reason why they leave the high patches is to encourage wildlife to thrive again within the city, and I think that's amazing. Of course, you'll have some complaints that you have more bugs within the city, but it increases the biodiversity so much just by not taking care of and letting nature run its course, basically. And in a way, it just creates a better visual image for us too. As we're coming through this park, it's not this perfectly manicured park where if I look around me and someone just dropped me here, I wouldn't know that I'm in a capital city of a country.
Our next stop in the park is actually the Art Museum of Estonia, which is such an interesting building. And in fact, it's actually one of the most impressive modern architectural buildings in Estonia, and I can definitely see why.
Wow, just wait until you see the inside. Start out with some Estonian art. It's always so interesting seeing the art from different centuries and kind of getting an idea of the history of a country. So this starts in the 1700s to 1945.
Portraits were really important in the Baltic dramatic art, which you see in most of this exhibition. And it was really common in the Baltic manor homes of the 18th and 19th centuries. And I love the way that they set up the exhibit here. It's supposed to look like you're in a home, and it's a wall, like a high wall of a manor home.
We're in this section where it's a lot of naked bodies, and we learned that in the 1920s, especially in Europe, the physical culture and this form of art painting was very, very popular. And that came as an after effect of World War I. When you make connections like that, it's just so fascinating. So basically, because there was a lot of poverty, a lot of hunger during and after World War I, it became this thing where especially male bodies that were like strong and healthy looking, they wanted to paint that and admire it. And all the old norms and conventions of what a body should look like was cast aside because it was a new era. And I mean, the Roaring 20s came. The 1920s, it was also a very pivotal time within Estonia because it was established as a nation state. And you see how the art really changed. I mean, what we were seeing from 50 years ago in the other rooms, now you have very contemporary styles that just are no longer traditional paintings that you think of.
I'm noticing that I really like a lot of the self-portraits, and it just makes you think that the way that a self-portrait is painted, it's depicted in the way that the artist wants to be represented. So it really shows an insight into the artist.
That was really nice, and what I think really adds to the museum is that there aren't that many people. I mean, we're here on a weekday. In most of the rooms, you're just by yourself. You can take your time to just really like
Absorb it.
Yeah. So that was a very enjoyable experience, and I highly recommend it. Now, we're going back into the park so we can make it on the other side and go on a very popular promenade pedestrian street that we can take in the coastal views. We've been here 2 days and we haven't been near the sea. So to kind of give you an idea how big this park is, we're gonna cross it on the shorter distance, and it's gonna take us 17 minutes just to cross the park. That's how big it is. Feels like we're going on a hike in a forest.
I know. I can't wait to come here in the winter too. It's so beautiful here. I couldn't even help to just take my shoes off. I'm gonna go feel the water. This is the beach right outside the city. This looks like something you would find driving hours away in some natural area, but you have it right here.
And look at the sand.
It's like white sand. Tide is so low too. It's so refreshing.
Is it cold?
Not as cold as I would expect, but it's really refreshing. Having been in the Mediterranean for so long and spending the summers there, there's such a specific feeling of summer. And this, it's so different, but it feels so rejuvenating and peaceful. And wow, I'm very, very content in this moment.
The water looks super clean.
It is. I kind of want to go in and get my dress wet. Wow, it's perfect to cool off. I know it's just my feet right now. I think I may have found one of my new favorite cities. We're really excited to be riding bikes on the Reidi Promenade.
So we've been seeing these ice creams everywhere in the supermarket. I mean, can I just say how big the selection of ice cream is at the supermarket? And I love that there's a vending machine with ice cream. I opened it and I immediately got hit with this caramel flavor, although it doesn't look it. And it's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. Oh, that's a really nice flavor. We had some ice cream this morning. And now we're having ice cream again. We had some ice cream the first night here and it was fantastic. I see why the selection of the supermarkets, it's so...
Yeah, I'm gonna get one there for my dessert tonight. That is so good. I'm almost forgetting just getting my vitamin water now. It's not too sweet either. It's the right amount of creaminess. Wow.
The vibes of the city are just so good.
So good.
And the layout, it's just so unique.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Like, I could live here for a few months.
Yeah, me too.
I see why so many people come and do that. So right now, we're by the city walls of the old town and we are going to have dinner in the old town, just like we did last night. And it's just something so medieval when the...
Very magical once the sun had gone down.
So we are here at Rataskaevu 16, and it's in this historic building, or it's very rustic. It's supposed to be delicious, so I'm really excited.
We got some traditional Estonian bread, and this one has molasses on it, so I'm excited. It's basically a modern twist on the traditional Estonian bread. It smells amazing. Almost smells like maple syrup, which I'm excited for the maple syrup dessert. This is an experience, I know. When you combine the bread and butter together, it literally has the taste of coffee. It's just so fluffy, and I guess our waiter told us this is like the result of the molasses, and it's very elastic.
Every slice of bread I've had in this country so far, it's just so pure, and I love how they use the seeds and nuts.
So we have the starters, and we decided to go with a very classic. It's been on the menu in this restaurant for a long time. It's the fresh salmon with some honey mustard sauce, fish roe, and ciabatta bread. I feel so bad ruining this presentation. Our waiter brought us more bread. He said he likes to make a sandwich with the salmon, so I'm excited to put this into a sandwich. I'm gonna take some onion and spread it on top. The salmon feels so fresh. It's like a jelly breaking apart in your mouth.
We also went with the king artichoke with mushroom and miso sauce, and this is such a beautiful presentation. Wow, the king oyster mushroom is really good. I don't know if I had one before. It's like a meaty taste, so this would be a really good meat substitute. Yeah, it's very good and very mushroomy. We are going to start with the risotto, which is like a pearl barley risotto, but instead of rice, barley. There's a spinach cream sauce, water chestnuts, and toasted sunflower seeds and pine nuts. It smells really good. Those flavors are so good. I've only ever had risotto, not orzato. And the barley's really interesting, and there's a nice, like, almost like a pop and a chew to it, which you don't have with risotto. Very good.
And for our other main course, we got this crispy chicken. It comes with black lentils, cauliflower, potato puree, and then yellow tomato puree. Wow, the chicken is just unbelievable. The breading the chicken has, and it's just like so perfectly cooked. I'm gonna try some of the tomato puree by itself because I wasn't able to get the. Whoa. It definitely has like a creaminess, like some kind of cheese, maybe Parmesan. I'm looking forward to this. Like Olivia really likes this. It's a lot of flavor, and you wouldn't be able to tell you're having spinach. The flavor almost is like a pesto.
Yeah.
We're gonna get eating, and hopefully we have some room for dessert because the dessert here looks amazing. Time for dessert, and I am so happy we decided to get it because of this hot chocolate cake, the lava. Before you even crack open the chocolate cake, you can smell the chocolate inside. So I'm very, very excited about that. Comes with a raspberry sauce on the side and vanilla ice cream. So I'm getting a little bit of everything on this bite. Oh yeah, it's melting, so we gotta go fast. It's too hot. And I just have like a bottle of this chocolate sauce to take with me. And the cake is very spongy, which I was not expecting.
And I went with a classic bread pudding, which just looks phenomenal, with a strawberry rhubarb ice cream and salted caramel, which is homemade. And I love all the different fruits and vegetables here. I could just spend months here just cooking with everything. And I love rhubarb, so I'm gonna try this first with salted caramel. Very good. It tastes like they just made it in the back. The flavors of this just taste like fall to me, and it is delicious. Bread pudding, all the bread has been perfect.
And that waiter is so nice. He left us a little note.